Hello everyone and welcome to WAN Tech Corner. In today's short video, I will show you how to set up your OpenWRT router as an AP client using LuCI and the command line as well. So this is our DIR842C2 routers, and as you can see the LAN IP is 192.168.1.1, and here is our main routers. This is the habanero development kit where we have the internet connection and its LAN IP address is 192.168.8.1. There are two things we are going to do. First, establish the wireless connection to the AP of this router, and then configure the new interface to the TCP protocol to request for an IP address from this router. So the router we have the one IP address of 192.168.8.x, in which the X will be assigned by the DHCP server of this router, and this is the LAN IP of this router as well as all the devices in this network. The introduction is a little bit long so that you can understand the topologies of the network, and now let's move to the LuCI page. Right, so 192.168.1.1 and log in. Here is the DIR842C2, and let's check the network interfaces. So as usual, we have two main interfaces. The LAN interface 192.168.1/24 and the 1.2. The WAN interface is down and there is no IP address. This is because no cable connected to the WAN port of the router. So let's go to network and then wireless. So this router had two radios, the 2.4 radios and the 5 GHz radio. I'm going to connect this router to the AP on this router, and it is currently running on the 5 GHz. So this is the 5 GHz interface, and let's click the scan button. It will take a while for the router to scan all the available wireless network, and here we have all the SSIDs and the channels and the mode and also the encryption. This is the Wi-Fi or the SSID that we are going to connect to, so click the Join Network button. And then we need to put in the Wi-Fi passwords of that wireless network. So it will be WAN Tech Corner. So is there something wrong? Alright. We can click this button, so the system will override the current wireless configuration for the 5 GHz radio. So I want that, and let's click this box. For the firewall zone, we can leave it with the one firewall zone and hit submit. If you know the wireless channel which the AP is running on the main router, then you can set it here, or else you can change it to auto, and it will get the job done. So this is the ESSID, which is the standard service set identifier. So this is the AP name of the main network, which is this one, the habanero DVK. For the BSSID, we can leave it blank for now. And let's check the wireless configuration. All is good. We have WPA tools at default. So for some of the router, when you set it to the client mode, the encryption is set to WPA3. So you need to change it to WPA2 according to your AP configuration on the main router. And this is the key, and everything looks right, so hit save. And then save and apply. I have enabled the interface before, so it automatically off and connect to the OpenWRT-mesh.5G. However, in your case, the device is disabled by default and you need to first click the enable button. Alright, so we can see that the wireless interface of the DRA42C2 has successfully established the connection to this AP on the Habanero development kit, and we can check if it's received an IP address or not. So the A.1, and let's log in. So let's go to networks and then to wireless. We can see an active connection from the DRA42, and it has an IP address of 192.168.8.167. So let me try to update the IP address so that you can have a clear picture. So it will be 167. Alright, 167. Now we should have a working internet connection. So let's check the network interfaces. And here we have the wwan interface, and it is assigned to the one firewall zone, and it has an IP address of 192.168.8.167/24. So let's check the internet connection. Let's go with this one. And let's see what is the ping result. It is good. And let's try with the trace route. So as you can see, the packet has been sent to 192.168.8.1, and from that it goes out to the internet. So we can see the internet connection is working fine on the DRA42C2. And let's go and check the real-time graph while we are running the speed test. Traffic. And it should be wlan 0. And let me open the speed test. Just right here. Let's go. We are having around 165 Mbps on the download and half of the speed for the upload. Let's try another network. We are having around 150 Mbps for the download and around 80 Mbps for the upload, and we can see the same on the real-time graph. This is because the wireless hardware on the DRA42C2 is still not good enough, and the driver is still not fully open source. That's why we can't achieve the full speed with these routers. And now if you go to status and overview, you will see that the router is releasing the DHCP releases for the computers, and this is one of the IP address that had been released. So 192.168.1.247, which is this one, 247, and this is our PC. We have successfully configured the AP client for OpenWRT using LuCI. And now I will show you how to do this using the command line interface. There are different ways to establish the wireless In order to communicate with the router via the command line, we will need to use SSH, and I will be using PuTTY for this tutorial. Let's click Open, and then log in with your root password. First of all, we will need to modify the wireless configuration file. So v/etc/config/wireless. So from this file, we have two radio, as you can see, radio 0 and radio 1. For the radio 0, it is 11A, which is the 5 GHz. And for the radio 1, it is 11G, so it is the 2.4 GHz. So this is how the default configuration looks like, and from this information, we can identify which one is our 5 GHz Wi-Fi in order to configure it correctly. And then press the I key on the keyboard to switch to the insert mode. Right, so for this one, all is good. For the wireless channel, we better set it to auto because we don't know which channels our main access point is running. So this is the radio section, and this is the network interface section. So you can see that this interface is connected to the radio 1, where this Wi-Fi net 2 is connected to the radio 0, which is the 5 GHz Wi-Fi. So let's modify the configuration file. Alright, so Wi-Fi net 2 is good, we don't need to touch it. For the option device, it is correct. And then for the key, this will be our wireless password. So this will be your main Wi-Fi password. Alright, so in this case, it is WAN tech corner. And then for the mode, it will be STA, stands for stations. The option NSID will be the NSID of the main wireless connection. So this one will be the Wi-Fi name or the NSID of the main AP. In this case, it is OpenWRT-mesh.5G. For the encryption mode, it should be PS key. And the network, it will be wwan, which is a new wireless WAN connection. I'm sorry, this one should be WRT like this. So device is radio 0, which is this one, radio 0. So the mode is 11A. This is the password of the Wi-Fi, the NSID of the main Wi-Fi, the mode, the encryption, the network where it is going to be attached to. And one last thing, you can see that we have the option disable 1. Alright, so by default you will see the same for all the radio, and you need to delete this line to enable or to activate the radio. So remember that if you have it, delete the line. So basically we are set. So W and Q to write and quit. Now we need to modify our network interfaces configurations and add a new interface, which is the W1. So VETC/config/network, and press the I key to switch to the insert mode. Alright, so let's go down to the bottom of the page, and we need to add in config interface WWAN, and then options proto DHCP. Alright, let's verify if all the grammars or the syntax is correct. Config interface 1, config interface. Alright, we are done. Let's press W and Q. So let's run this command. V stand for V editors, and then etc/config/firewall, and press the I key to switch to the insert mode. So as you can see, for the config zone, we have two zones, the LAN and the WAN zones. So on the list network, we need to add our new network, which is the wwan. So list network. So you can see we have this blank space. So I use the tab key to create a blank space, but you can use the space bar to create a blank space just like this. It will work just fine. So basically that's it. Let's save the change. Press the ESC key and then right click and then service network restart to restart everything. So you can see right now we have no internet connection, and I assume the connection should be up and running shortly. Let's check it. Alright, so let's run ifconfig. So we have the wlan 0 interface, but it is not up and running. For the encryptions of the main router is PSK2, so we need to change it to PSK and then 2. That's it. Let's click right and quick. Alright, so service network restart. Let's verify if the interface is up and running. So ifconfig, and right here we have our wlan 0 interface, and it has an IP address of 192.168.a.167, which is the same with our previous network topologies, as you can see right here. And we're having a good network connection. Let's check it. And this time we are having around 200 Mbps for the download and 100 Mbps for the upload. Speed is really good. Let's run the test one more time. Let's go with VIT12. So maybe previously when we are running the test with LuCI open, the router have to spend a little processing power to LuCI and to the web service. That's why we only have like 150 or 60 Mbps download and around 80 Mbps upload. But now when we close all the LuCI page, we are able to get 200 Mbps for the download and 100 Mbps for the upload speed, which is not bad at all. Let me try to run the opkg update command, and then let's check it with the br monitor. Alright, so opkg install bmon. Right, so let's run it. bmon dash p and then wlan 0. So this is our wlan interface, and press G to enable the detailed statistic. Press I to enable additional information. Alright, increase the space. So let's run the speed test again. You can see from the speed test result as well as the B monitor, we are having around 195 Mbps download and around 95 Mbps upload. So far, we have successfully configured AP client for OpenWRT routers. In the next video, I will show you how to configure this wireless AP client. However, it will be a LAN to LAN, which is this routers and this router will be in the same network. Actually, it is all devices in this zone. We have the same network, which is 192.168.a.1/24. So here 192.168.a.x, not 1.x anymore. Alright, so it will be something like this. But it will be for the future video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.